Hello? I just want to take a quick moment to recognize all the speakers that have been up here at the podium today, particularly the young people that had all the courage to get up here and speak and testify. I also want to take a moment to recognize our House Representative Punkowi Victors, which is in the back over there. And I'm not sure if there's any other legislators here. What's your name? Representative from Lawrence. John Navelar. Thank you very much. And definitely we appreciate everyone else who's here as well. Again, my name is Carlos Contreras, and I'm also a proud member of Sunflower Community Action. I'm here today to tell you that I am the son of immigrants. My brothers are all immigrants. My cousins, aunts, friends, and family are all immigrants. But I have the honor and the privilege to say that I am a native Kansan and a citizen to the United States and to this great state of Kansas. So recently I have found myself in between this issue of immigration, whether or not to take action or to be silent. Because in actuality it doesn't affect me directly. But then I think about my parents and my brothers and my cousins, friends and family, then I ask myself, why would I sit back and just watch this happen? As a matter of fact, how could anybody sit back and watch this happen?
That's right.
Who would want to sit back and watch families torn apart? Watch our communities torn apart? Watch our children torn apart and taken away from their opportunities? How can anybody stand by and watch these legislations rob our children of our education, rob our parents, our mothers of not getting the care that they need, and our parents of not being able to get a good job, jobs that they can be proud of, jobs that they can work with dignity, and to be able to provide for the families? How can anybody stand by and watch this happen? No es justo. No es justo. So, as St. Augustine once said, an unjust law is like no law at all. So when the law perpetuates division, hate, animosity, it has no standing in our state's values. It cannot stand in the state of Kansas. We cannot have hate perpetuated in this state. No hate in our state. We are here today not to complain about this and not to put the blame on someone, but to offer solutions and try to solve this problem. And so we are going to fix this mess, and we're starting right here in this state of Kansas. Are you with me? Are you with me? We're going to do this. It's going to start right here in Kansas. I'm going to take it all the way. So, why Kansas? Everybody repeat, why Kansas? Okay? For some reason, we seem to enjoy targeting immigrants. It seems to be like a trend here in Kansas. Immigrants have become like a target on a dartboard, right? And it's just like throwing darts every once in a while. And so it's like a game that a lot of politicians have been playing. But they've been playing this game for too long. Are we a game to them? Are we a game? No, we are not a game. We are people, we are families, we have jobs, we own homes, we pay taxes, and we can vote.
That's right.
So the opposition, right, some of the people I like to call the haters, right? The haters are always out there, right? They want you to think that immigrants are moochers, that we are moochers, parasites, leeches, right? Sucking on the economic body of our state. that we come to this country to take and to try to anchor ourselves down by having babies here in the country so that we can reap from the system. That they try to paint a picture that we are dirty, that we are ignorant, that we are uneducated, smelly, that we have no skills and nothing to offer. Is that what you see?
No.
Is that what you see? That's not what I see when I look out into the crowd. That's not what I see in the testimonies we just heard. And so I'm going to share with you some of the real facts. The facts that are not based on fear and hatred. Okay? Fact number one. In 2009, immigrants contributed over $1.6 trillion to the Kansas economy. This makes up 14% of our state's budget. Can Kansas afford to lose 14% of its budget?
No way!
That's right. Fact number two. Immigrants are overrepresented in the highest skilled and the lowest skilled jobs. So these are the qualities a lot of immigrants hold in those jobs that hold the highest skilled and the lowest skilled. That's what we contribute to the economy. Fact number three. Each dollar of state and local tax revenue generated by the average immigrant job results in more than an additional dollar in the state and local taxes. So in a sense, we don't take, we actually duplicate.
That's right. That's right.
Fact number four. Money generated from the in-state tuition law for the undocumented college eligible students injects $3.5 million into the Kansas economy. Okay? If House Bill 2192 were to pass, this would repeal this provision and it would triple the cost of tuition. Now, someone will tell you that this would triple the revenue going into the Kansas economy, but in actuality, that's not so. Because it would make college unaffordable to students. And for this whole group of students, we will lose that revenue. And more importantly, I believe we're going to lose that precious talent in those young people that are bringing it into our community and into the state of Kansas.
That ain't right.
That's not right. And I'm going to give you the fifth and final fact that I have for you today. And this is my favorite one. So, fact number five. More than 1/3 of the Latino population in Kansas are eligible and registered voters today. So, I just want to say that again. 1/3 of Latinos are eligible and registered voters. So I'm going to come back to this. But let me tell you a little bit of story of why I'm here. As I said, I'm actually born and raised here in Kansas, and I'm proud of it. For my father waking up before the sun rose, and I remember him getting dressed. I remember that he was still tired, but I remember that he got up, not complaining. He just got up, got dressed, and he went to work. I remember that he'd be gone all day, and I wouldn't see him until the sun went down. So he was working all day long, and when the sun went down, he would come home, and he'd come home tired. I could see it in his face. He'd come home, after a long day's work, but he did not come home complaining or putting the blame. He was a proud worker. He was a strong worker, a loyal worker. My father's a very solid person. Never complained, didn't whine, but he was happy to earn that day's wage. He was happy to work to provide for his family. He was happy to be able to do this for the community, for where we live in. So in order for we can have better opportunities. But we didn't have any talks at the dinner table about how can we mooch off the system. We didn't talk about how can we get over on the government or on the system at all. That was not part of our nightly conversations. I'm here now because I stand on the shoulders of my father, an immigrant, a proud worker, a family man. And as I look into the crowd here today, I still see my father's face in many of the people here. I see my mother's shadow. And I see my brother's dreams that they've had since we were kids. I see my cousins, I see my friends, my community, and most importantly, I see my Kansas right here in this room. And so, I'm also here because I have a haunting question for you. A question that's been keeping me up at night here lately. This question is, who's next? Everybody say, who's next?
Who's next?
Who's next? Right? Who's next? That's the question. The rest of the brown people? African Americans? Women? Children? Disabled? Who's next? I'm here because we're not going to wait for them to tell us who's next. Let us tell you who's next right now. Legislators that vote in favor of these anti-immigrant and anti-Kansas bills like Senate Bill 140 and House Bill 2192 and any other haters out there using fear to get a vote, we declare that you are next. How many here are registered voters? Raise your hand. Matter of fact, I got my card right here. Right? I want to remind you of fact number 5. 1/3 of us are registered voters, and we will vote. We can vote. And 2014 is just around the corner. I'm a registered voter. You're all registered voters, and we will vote you out, and we will work towards a better Kansas here with all of us here. So thank you very much.